Hi everyone, welcome back to the Node.js series. So this is the first lecture after the introduction of Node.js series. So for any technology, if we are going to learn about any technology, so before that it is kind of very good to know like what is a breadth of that technology, how that technology come into the world, right? So let's discuss about the Node.js history. Okay. So what happens before 2009? There were some input-output servers, right? Which take one request and complete it, and then you can send the another request. It means until first request completed, then you can send the request, but it will not process, right? So this was the big problems, right? If you need to raise a multiple request, then it will not work, right? So there was one engineer, Ryan Dahl, who was very frustrated from this situation, right? Because he wanted some scenario where he wanted to send some request parallelly and they can execute, but due to some limitations he was not able to do this, right? So to resolve this, he created a event-driven architecture that can take multiple requests, right? So that is known as Node.js. So why Node.js was created? I explain you. Okay, you can read more about on this GitHub page. So what was the major milestones of Node.js? So let's discuss the journey of Node.js from 2009. So 2009 was the birth of Node.js. It was developed by Ryan Dahl. It introduced an event-driven and non-blocking model, and it was uh, designed for building fast network application. As I said, it can execute multiple requests, right? So after 2009, one more important thing come into the world, that was the npm node package manager, right? So it was the world biggest, you can say, it can you can say world biggest ecosystem, right? Which was on open source, right? That makes npm more popular. Okay, in 2011 it supported for the windows. Okay, because initially node.js support only for the linux. Okay, so now most of the people can use the node.js. Okay, in 2012-13 there are few feature added, and in 2014 an ecosystem was created, or you can say that one community created due to one conflict with Riandal. Riandal leave the node.js, and after that one community created, right? And that community created another js that is known as io.js. Okay, but it was not so successful, right, like node.js. So in 2015 both node.js and io.js merged. Okay, and in 2016 there is one challenges come, that was the left paid incident. It means due to deleting one library in node.js, entire node.js was broken, right? So that was the biggest problem in come into the picture, right? And let me scroll down. OpenJS Foundation, and in 2020, yeah, they have fixes multiple things and releases some Node.js version like 12 and 14, and they have supported the ES module, right? In 2021 21 ES module was completely stable. 22 Node.js 18 released, where you get some new APIs like fetch, through which you can access the APIs. Like the built-in fetch API was added. Web compatibility improved. Node.js 20 released in 2013 and 24 to 26 recent trends. So if we talk about all the releases in respect to peers, so here you can see the summary. 2009 Node.js created, 2010 npm introduced, 13 enterprise adoption begins, right? 15 iOS plus Node foundations merged, 16 LTS long-term support model introduced, 17 async await added, 19 OpenJS foundation, 22 fetch API added, 23 there were some improvement added in Node.js, and 24 plus they are focusing on performance and cloud apps. So this was the complete history of Node.js. So remember, this is started in 2009 and created by Ryan Dahl. Okay, so this was the kind of history, right, of Node.js, and let's go started. Let's get started with the real concept of Node.js in upcoming videos. So thank you. Please do like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and click on the notification icon if you wanted such if you wanted to see such kind of videos. Thank you.